My gang is Hexy. Well, I hate to do it, but it looks like we're going to be taking old Army Group North down here. Hexy's got an itch to play something else, and I needs the big table. So I figured I wanted to shoot one last video on this because we're just about almost to the halfway point. So that's a pretty good push for this game. And I wanted to just review, maybe the last few turns and what is going on. So we decided that we needed to gut this scoff defensive line that the Russians had here. And it got to the point now where we pulled all the mobile forces back towards this line to break it apart. And as you probably can't see, but most of these fortifications, the Russians have fled while they can still get out. Okay? These guys down here are all trapped. The Germans had a supply vehicle that got over here, and he was within the supply range because this guy was out of supply and he had no zone of control. So the truck was able to supply 5 hexes. So all those mobile forces are active right now. They're full of supply. So it was determined the Russians need to start pulling back. If you look up towards Leningrad, up yonder, all those fortified positions are starting to go in. All right. Because I'm not really sure what down here. I mean, yeah, the Russians can keep delaying, and they still got a few good armor units here, but nothing that can touch those panzer divisions. But the Russians do have a pretty decent force inside the city limits of Leningrad. So, they would put up a stiff resistance. But I've had this on the table now for, maybe a month. And like I say, we're just about halfway through it. Victory points is about the same. For just today, just to get the minor Axis victory, they're over halfway to that. To get the maximum Axis victory, they would need 80 points or more, and they're almost to 40. I think they need 2 more points to get to 40. So yeah, it's playing out well. From the Axis side, the point accumulation is working pretty well. Now they were probably going to bring on some reinforcements in the 30s game turns, like 37, something like that. That would have cost them a couple victory points, but I can't see that staggering them. Because whenever these mobile forces hit anything, they pretty much decimate it. Overrun, not so much. You need to get some good odds to get good overrun results, but when you do, it usually pays off. Here's Skov. Russians right now are still owning it, but as you can see with these formations right here, that's not going to last long. And the Soviets would have to eventually sort of pull all this stuff back, maybe get on that river line there, the Shillon or whatever it's called, and see if they couldn't put up a resistance there. But yeah, this time Hexy's got an urge to play something else. Not sure which game it is I'm going to put down on the table, but I know most of y'all are going to like what I put down here to play. All right, so let's close out Army Group North. We'll call it we'll call it a draw, but I think the Germans are fixing to just wear this front down here out around Skov and then start pushing towards Leningrad, and I don't know what happened. While, yes, I'm curious to see what would happen when they get to Leningrad. Like I said, I got an urge to get on something else. So thank y'all that have been commenting on this one here. And this is still probably my favorite East Front system right now. So I'm sure we'll be coming back to it. Maybe next we'll come back to it with the newer rules with Army Group Center and see how that works. All right, let's get this up so y'all can see what's going on and keep tuned for what's getting ready to get on the table next. Talk to you soon.